Good morning, all of you. Myself, Dr.J.S.Lad, Head of Department of Physics, Government Arts Science College. Online refresher course in Foundation of Data Science, Academic Staff College, Aurangabad, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University. Micro teaching on a physics. And the name of the topic is Units and Measurements. First, we will discuss the introduction, units and measurements. Contents: physical quantities and their types, measurement and unit system, types of unit system, advantages of SI unit system, definition of fundamental units, measurement of length, some special length units, and measurement of mass and time. Physical quantities and their types. The physical quantity, those quantity which can be measured and are necessary to describe any physical phenomena. There are two types of physical quantities: fundamental physical quantities, those quantities which are independent and do not depend on their quantities are called as a fundamental quantities. Mass, length, time are called the fundamental quantities. And derived physical quantities, those physical quantity which can be expressed in terms of fundamental physical quantities. Now example: area, volume, force, work, pressure, etc. are detailed. The list of derived physical quantities refer to books. Now measurement and units of the system. So measurement, it is a process in which any physical quantity is compared with internationally accepted value. Unit is an internationally accepted standard value for measurement of a quantity, and the fundamental units for a fundamental or base quantities like length, time, etc. are called the fundamental units. Now derived units, the units of other physical quantity can be expressed as the combination of a base units. Such unit contained for derived quantity are called the derived units, and it is denoted by speed is denoted by v, speed is denoted by v, distance upon time, unit is meter per second. Acceleration a, change in velocity per time, unit mass per second. Force, mass into acceleration, unit is kgm per second square. Energy E, force, distance, and unit is kilogram per second square. Types of unit system. The base unit for the length, mass and time in these systems are as follow. In the CGS system, they are centimeter, gram and second respectively. In a FPS system, they are foot, pound and second respectively. In MKS system, they are meter, kilogram and second respectively. And MKS unit for the force in the newtons, CGS unit is dyne. And MKS unit of work energy is joule and CGS unit is earth. Some important physical quantity unit conservation. Now SI unit, internationally accepted system of units in the fundamental units are generally the conferences on the weight and measurement in 1971. SI unit, 7 base units as in the table below. Along with it, there are 2 units, radian or radia, and the SI units, that is the type of both dimensions. Now base quantity, SI units and symbol we will discuss. Length, then SI units meter, symbol is m. Base unit mass, SI unit kilogram, kg. Base unit time, unit is second and symbol is s. Electric current, SI unit is ampere and symbol is A or I. A is ampere or I is the current flowing through that circuit. Temperature, SI unit is Kelvin and symbol is K, and luminous intensity candela, CD, and amount of the substance mole, and symbol is mole. Now advantages of SI unit system is SI is the covariant system of a unit, that is system based on a certain set of fundamental units from which all derived units are obtained by multiplication or division without introducing the numerical factors. Second is SI is the rational system of a unit as it is assigned only one unit to be a particular physical quantity. For example, joule is the unit for all types of energy, and this is not so in other system of the unit. Third, SI is an absolute system of the unit. There are no gravitational units on the system, and this use a factor G is thus eliminated. And SI is the metric system, that is multiple and submultiple of the units are expressed as a power of 10. Now definition of fundamental units. 1 meter. Meter is the length of a path traveled by the light in the vacuum during a time interval of 1 by 299792458 or second. Then 1 kilogram. The kilogram is the unit of mass. It is equal to the mass of international prototype of a kilogram and international prototype of an kilogram, and made of a platinum indium is the kept at BIPM under the conditions specified by one system CGPM in 1889, which is sanctioned the prototype and declared. And 1 second, the second is the duration of 919263770 periods of the radiation corresponding to the transition between the two hyperfine levels of the ground state of the system. And ampere, the ampere is the constant current which, if maintained in the two straight parallel conductors of the infinite length of a negligible circular cross section and placed a 1 meter apart in the vacuum, and would produce between those conductors of a force equal to 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 Newton per meter of the length. Now Kelvin and candela and 1 mole. Now see here carefully, the Kelvin is the unit of thermodynamic temperature, is the fraction of 1 upon 273.16 of the thermodynamic temperature of a triple point of the water. 1 candela, the candela is the luminous intensity is given direction of a source that emits a microcoherent radiation of frequency 54 into 1012 Hz and has a radiation intensity in the direction of 1 upon 683 watt per, and therefore Hertz is the measuring unit of the frequency. And 1 mole, the mole is the amount of substance as there are atoms in 0.12 kilogram of a carbon 12, and its symbol is a mole. Then measurement of a length. Measuring the large distance. Parallax method. The parallax is the displacement or difference in the apparent position of an object viewed along two different lines of a sight, and is measured by the angle or semi-angle of inclination between those two lines, and distance between these two viewpoints is called the base. Now measuring the distance of a planet using the parallax method. See here carefully. S is the position of the planet, D is the distance from the two viewpoints of the observation, and theta is the parallax angle, and therefore where similarly A is the D by D, where small a is the angular size of the planet, the angle subtended by the earth, and D is the diameter of the planet, and A is the angle between the direction of a telescope when two diametrically opposite points of the planet are viewed. Now measuring a very small distance, measure a distance as low as size of the molecule. Electron microscopes are viewed and these certain electron beams controlled by the electric and magnetic field. The electronic microscope have a resolution of 0.6 angstrom and electric microscope are able to resolve atoms and molecules while using tuning a microscopy. It is possible to estimate the size of the molecule. Now some special length of the units. Now Fermi, the symbol is F and 10 to 5 meter. Angstrom A 10 to 5 m meter. And these are the different types of some special length of the units and measurement of a mass. Mass is usually measured in terms of kilogram. Therefore, now see here, apart from using a balance for the normal weight, mass of the planet is measured using the gravitational method and mass of the atomic particles are measured using the mass spectrographs. Now is the proportional to the mass of charged particles going in a uniform electric and magnetic field. Measurement of a time. Time is measured using the clock as standard. Atomic standard of a time is now used, which is measured by atomic clock. Now see here carefully. These references will be given by the books. Now the conclusion. The conclusion is a very important. All these discussions by the physical quantities, temperature, pressure, volume, and all these. Therefore, there are a 7 base units and actual amount in the SI framework. The SI framework, it means that meter is measured in m for the length, kilogram is kg for mass, second S for time, Kelvin K for temperature, ampere A for electric flow, and candela dis for brilliant power, and mole for the substance amount. All these factors are discussing step by step, point to point. We shall stop here.